The collection. Every movie fan has a collection, whether it be posters, shelves packed with movie-related memorabilia, collectible figures that are still boxed, Funko Pop, a library of movie-related books, memories of a forgotten past. But perhaps the biggest part of a movie fan's collection is the library of physical media. Every movie fan organises their collection in their own unique and special way. Some organise A to Z, some by genre, some by studio. I'm going to show you how I organise part of my collection. So part of my physical media collection is organised by director. Let's take a closer look. So obviously, first up, it's got to be Quentin Tarantino, hasn't it? And action! Yep. Trying to collect all of his movies on here. Obviously, I think I've been reasonably successful. I've even gone as far as getting the DVD of the CSI episodes he did, Grave Danger. I've also imported the Kill Bill Volume 1 edition, DVD edition from Japan. That's purely because it's uncut. So we've got extra slices and dices in there, and also the entire House of Blue Leaves fight scene is actually in colour. So no more black and white sections in there. All in glorious Technicolor. Got the Tarantino XX collection just there. And then each individual one on Blu-ray. Why? Because we love making movies! And right up to, we've got Grindhouse. And also sort of the ones he wrote. So we've got True Romance, Natural Born Killers, and Four Rooms that he directed with Robert Rodriguez, which is my next director. Also got the Double Dare documentary in there, which was a documentary about the stunt girl that is uses quite regularly, Zoe Bell. Really good documentary, actually, so I thought I'll keep that with the Tarantino collection. Also on the lower shelves, we've got a couple of the DVDs that I've actually kept. We have the DVD of Reservoir Dogs. We have the Mr. Brown edition on there, which I've kept reasonably nice. I thought it's a nice one as part of the collection. So next up, director-wise, we have scoot across. Robert Rodriguez. Always been a big fan of Robert Rodriguez. Again, trying to grab hold of all of his movies. We have on DVD Road Races, which I actually bought on bootleg just to fill out the collection, which was a TV movie that he directed. Kept hold of the DVD of Dust Till Dawn because it has the Full Tilt Boogie documentary on there. And I did actually officially buy Road Races on Blu-ray, which was imported from Germany. Then we've got his usual movies all across here. Machete movies I've got on Steelbook edition on there for both of those as well. I've also got his Spy Kid movies just below. Whoops. Just there as well. Not too fussed about upgrading them because I'm not the biggest fan. But they are part of his catalogue, so I did get those. Over here we have Joe Carnahan. I do like his movies, so again, I've tried to pick up a few of his along the way. One of his I did enjoy. Again, we're back to the bootlegs. I'm sorry. I will buy this officially when it comes out. But we have Boss Level, which just went straight to Amazon Prime over in England. So this section, we have Peter Berg. Been a big fan of his TV show Friday Night Lights as well. I did pick up Friday Night Lights, but I got that on iTunes for it in HD. I've not actually bought it physical as yet. One of my favourites was his first movie, Very Bad Things. Another case where I've actually duplicated it because I still had the DVD on there. One of his movies that I do really quite like, and everyone else seems to hate it. I'm going to say it. Feel free to give me some stick in the comments about it. But I actually quite like Battleship. I think it's quite good fun, and as cheesy as it is, I get a kick out of it. So there. Next director, I've got Paul Verhoeven. A couple of his standouts for me. I like Starship Troopers. Not quite sure why I've still got the trilogy. I really should just have Starship Troopers on its own. I will get it 4K one day so I can boot this trilogy out.
Yeah, that's good. Do it again.
RoboCop, great movie. I do have the Arrow Special Edition, but that's currently set somewhere else with a few of my other box sets. Other great movies, it's had a good run. Total Recall, Hollow Man, and then I added L and Black Book for the collection as well. David Fincher, this needs an upgrade. Still got it on DVD. No sign of a Blu-ray yet, although it has been promised several times. We're still waiting. The game DVD I've still got sat here, but on another shelf, I do have the Arrow Special Edition that was released, but unfortunately, as you can see, it doesn't fit. So that stops out of the way for now. And obviously, here's other great movies in there as well. Fight Club, Seven, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Benjamin Button, Zodiac, Social Network, Gone Girl. As I go through these directors' collections, I do realise how many movies just haven't been released on a HD format. Moving on to Robert Zemeckis. What Lies Beneath? Where's our Blu-ray or 4K of that? I love the movie. It's in HD on Disney Plus, but for now, the physical collection is just a DVD. Robert Zemeckis has his own little section here, mainly based off my love for Back to the Future. Brian De Palma has his own section. Snake Eyes is just DVD at the minute. I possibly will upgrade that over time. But again, some other great movies from a great director. I've also got the De Palma documentary just here as well, which is a pretty great watch. If you haven't seen it, track that down on either iTunes or importing a copy on Blu-ray. Another director I've always loved, Cameron Crowe. Love all of his movies. Appreciate the nice additions from Paramount Presents lines of Vanilla Sky and Elizabethtown. I have actually got the special edition of Almost Famous as well, but again, I haven't updated it in this director's collection just yet. Baz Luhrmann, love his style, love his direction, and I've generally loved his movies. And other directors that I do appreciate, we've got Doug Liman here, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Swingers, which was an absolute favourite when I was growing up. Absolutely loved that movie. And Go as well. Not enough people have seen Go. I think it's a great movie, and it does need revisiting soon. Of course, can't be a movie fan without an Edgar Wright collection.
Hi there, I'm Edgar Wright.
So I've got his Cornetto trilogy, Scott Pilgrim. I've got the Sparks documentary knocking about somewhere, and Soho I do actually need to pick up. I have it on iTunes, but I still need to pick up the physical copy of that. Then perhaps a director with one of the best runs of cracking movies, John Carpenter.
I'm John Carpenter.
Got his TV, made-for-TV movie. Someone's Watching Over Me. Got some nice editions of all of his movies on there. I mean, Ackerman and I, we've got Halloween, The Fog, Escape from New York, The Thing, Christine, Big Trouble in Little China, They Live. Absolutely cracking movies. I also actually picked up Blu-ray copies of the episodes he did of Masters of Horror. I believe these were from Germany. The black editions of Pro-Life and Cigarette Burns. Not sure if you can see those properly. They're in the collection as well. And finally on this little section, we have Joe Dante, the DVD box set of his TV show, Erie, Indiana, which is pretty great. And a selection of his movies. Again, just here. How can you miss out? Inner Space. Absolute classic. Moving across. We have Guillermo del Toro. Again, one of my favourite directors, and there's been some lovely additions This is an absolute beaut. Still sealed. I've not had a chance to dig into the extras, but Crimson Peak, what an edition. Also got a lovely edition of Kronos, Pan's Labyrinth, and the Devil's Backbone just there. This was actually a pop-up Blu-ray. You open it up and it pops out. The deluxe Blu-ray special edition. It's really nice. Of course, we've got all of his movies just here, and then also the ones that he produced as well that I've kept in his section. Sam Raimi.
I told you to stay off this set and never come back.
Because Sam Raimi, again, another I have an updated edition of, but I've not swapped out. The Gift. I had a Blu-ray edition from, I think it was Imprint. It was imported from Australia. That just needs to go on there, and the DVD swapped out soon, hopefully. Of course, Peter Jackson gets his section, but unfortunately we're still waiting on some nice editions of his early movies. I'm waiting for a nice
remaster,
new edition, especially of this one, Brain Dead. Absolute classic. Of course, we have a Christopher Nolan selection and also a Ben Affleck one. Well, at the bottom here, the Michael Mann movies. I've just got a few of his there. Obviously, standout for me is Heat. Shane Black, I've got a little section for him there, but just above, I've got a section of the movies that Shane Black actually wrote as well. So we've got Long Kiss Goodnight, Last Boy Scout, of course, Monster Squad, Last Action Hero, and who can forget Riggs and Murtaugh, Lethal Weapon collection. Got a small selection of Ridley Scott movies. Again, I think some of these could probably do with being upgraded, but we'll get to those soon. And finally for this section, looks a little sad to be honest for such a cracking director, James Cameron.
I'm the king of the world!
Two movies that are absolutely begging for upgrades. The Abyss and True Lies. Been waiting so long for some nice 4K rescan action on those, and we're still waiting without a date in sight. Of course, got the usual Terminator 2, Titanic, etc. For my directors, at the moment, until it's extended, Steven Spielberg. Got a few of his movies here on Blu-ray, but then I also have, as we scoot across, the box set, his director's collection just there. Again, there's a lot of movies that are duplicated, but we can weed out, replace, etc. as time goes on. And a couple of others. We had a few Hitchcock films on there, and we've got Clint Eastwood sort of section, and the rest we'll go through at some other time. So that's how I organise parts of my physical media collection. What did you think? Is organising by director a bit ridiculous? Or do you like it? How do you organise yours? Let me know what your thoughts in the comments down below. More importantly, let me know how I should be organising my collection. Anyway, thank you for watching.